Good evening. Today we will look at another very interesting company, uh, West Coast Paper Mills Limited. Not a very sexy sector to be in, not a very happening sector to be in. But I believe this is a company worth looking at. The financials are fantastic, and there are a certain growth triggers. So without spending more time here, let's quickly get into. Coast Paper Mills is one of the oldest uh, and the largest paper mills. It was set up way back in 1955, much before you and me were born. It is a part of the Bangur Group of Calcutta, and it has been in continuous production ever since. The good part about this mill is that it has its own pulp facility, backward integrated. It generates its own electricity through a power plant, and it with a current market cap of 4,500 crore, it's certainly a decently sized company and not a small micro cap, which we discussed the last time around. The PE is a very sedate 4.6 times. There is negligible debt on the books, most of it being working capital and a very little term loan. The external credit rating is double A as of Jan of 24. Price to book value is a very low 1.54 times, and the ROCE is a very high and fantastic 52 times. The numbers are as good as it get, and what's more is that hidden in this market cap is its investment in Andhra Paper Company, a 72% stake, which today's valuation will be worth about 1400 crores. So net valuation of West Coast Paper Mills, net of that investment, is 3000 crores. About 93% of its revenues comes from its paper division. But what's hidden and what's growing is the fiber optics division, which is within the company. It currently contributes about 7% revenue, but it's growing at a very rapid pace. Now, if fiber optics is not the next growth engine, I do not know what is. And the company intends to be one of the largest players in that space. So, what I like about the company is its efficient use of working capital as well as its high ROE. The efficient use of working capital is reflected in a in working capital days of 23 days and a very decent operating profit margin of 33%. Now, the important question, why do I think that it's a good business opportunity, good investing opportunity? Two reasons. First, the optic fiber division, which will be the next engine of growth if executed properly, and I believe they have the capacity to execute. And two, uh, the current P of the company is about 4.6, 4.7 times. If I look at the prices historically, the company has also commanded higher P's of close to 10 and 12 times. Now, as a sector, uh, a P of 4 with limited debt on books and a 25% annualized growth is not really justified. Normally, if we look at every other business or every other company, if the growth rate is 25%, the PE which the company will command will also be closer to the same rate. Now, in this case, the P it's commanding is one fourth the sales growth rate. So, there is enough scope for P expansion as well as there is enough scope of the business itself growing through its optical fiber division. So, what can go wrong? Paper is a very cyclical industry. It is prone to dumping from other countries, especially China, And we have seen cycles where very large players in this space weren't able to handle it. So that's the long and short of it. Good company, good financials, steady growth rates, 25% top line growth and 35% bottom line growth. Very reasonable PE of 4.5 times, very reasonable price to book value of 1.1 times. So there are no red flags as such. The only things which can happen are two. One, the company keeps growing as is at a 35% bottom line and 25% top line rates, and you will any which way double your investment in about 3 years. Two, you get a PE re-rating, and you double your investment faster. And to top it all, if the optic fiber division takes off, the growth rates will only accelerate. So do consider this to be a part as a part of your investment portfolio. Uh, of course, a disclaimer: I am not a SEBI registered investment analyst or research advisor. So this is not a stock recommendation for you to buy on my advice. This is my analysis of the stock, and I would suggest that you take an advice from your personal financial advisor before taking any such investment decisions. Until next time, have a great day ahead.